how to lose weight as a 26-year-old woman weighing 60 kilograms, 165 centimeters tall is a question that comes from at dy_wanna. Okay. Before I move on with the video, give me 20 seconds of your time, please. Subscribe to the channel, like this video at the end if you enjoyed it. Comment down below your example if you want me to come up with a plan for you, your age, weight, height, gender, and your activity level on a weekly basis. Grab your guides down below and subscribe to my newsletter. That's it. Let's get on with the video. Okay, so this is a comment that comes from this girl on my last video. She said, just found your channel and this video has been very informal. I'm very curious on how you would go about starting to keep track of your calories. I've been struggling with this a lot, and app trackers like MyFitnessPal only keeps me committed for about a week or so. I still don't know how to simplify this in a way that I can do this consistently. I've lost about 5 kilograms in the last 2 months through exercise and calorie deficit, but my body composition has not changed and it's a struggle. I'm a 26-year-old woman, 165 centimeters with a moderate activity. I get over 10,000 steps each day. I take intense yoga classes about 1 to 2 times a week, and I do some spin work in the gym. I have some issues with my knees, so swimming and biking / spinning has been recommended, but I want to progress and do more strength training. I'd really appreciate tips and any advice you have on keeping on top of calories and doing some sort of tracking. Thanks so much. And then later, because she forgot to mention her weight, you commented, thanks so much for the response. I weigh 60 kilograms, and in order to relieve my knees of pressure, I was told to lose another 5 to 7 kilograms. Look forward to your video. Okay. First of all, I don't know what to call you. I'll just refer to you as DY. I want to know who gave you these recommendations. Who told you to lose another 5 to 7 kilograms? Okay, because you are 165 centimeters tall and you weigh 60 kilograms. Your ideal weight will probably be between 57 to 60 kilograms. From working with people, I can know what a good range for a person is. So you said you've lost 5 kilograms in the last 2 months, but someone told you need to lose another 5 to 7 kilograms. I mean, that's, maybe 3 kilograms would be okay. But certainly not 7. Like you said yourself, you've lost weight, but you don't really have much definition to your body. And that's because you have not focused on strength training. Before we move on to your calculations, I want to know who recommended for you to do spinning for your knee pain. Okay, first of all, your knee pain is not associated with being overweight. If the numbers that you've given me are correct, 165 and you weigh 60 kilograms, unless you were overweight, hugely overweight before, which you are not anymore, your weight has nothing to do with your knees, most likely, because you're not overweight, okay? So if you have knee pain, you've never been hugely overweight, like this is the kind of weight you've been, 65 kilograms, I mean, I cannot see how that will be causing you major knee pain. And going back to the recommendation to do spinning for your knees, that is the worst recommendation that someone could have given you. I don't know how qualified this person was it a doctor? But I do not think that a doctor would give you a recommendation like this unless there's something wrong with them. Swimming is amazing. Yes, keep doing your swimming. Yoga, phenomenal. But the spinning, that is not helping your knees at all. That's making them worse. Okay, so please, 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 spinning, if you have bad knees, is not for you. That's for sure. Terrible advice, whoever gave you that, please. I know that people really love spinning. Some people love it. But if you do have knee pain, it's not for you. Now, let's move on to your calculations, okay? So, from my calculations, your basal metabolic rate is 1,412 calories. So that's at rest with that any activity whatsoever. Now, you are quite active and you do your 10,000 steps daily, so that is pretty active, okay? So I multiplied that by 1.5, which means moderately active, 2,100 calories, okay? Now, I'm going to give you an 8-week plan that you need to follow, but it's not going to be a weight loss plan because you do not need to lose weight. What you need to do at this moment in time, because you've already lost 5 kilograms and you are a healthy weight at this moment in time, what you need to do is body recomposition instead of killing yourself with a deficit, okay, and crazy amounts of cardio, right? So listen to this very clearly. In the next 8 weeks, you're going to eat your maintenance calories. And I know you're going to be petrified, okay, of this because you've been on a deficit and you think that in order for you to get your body to where you want it to be, you need to continue being in a deficit and continue doing crazy amounts of cardio. But just ask yourself, okay, where did that take you now in the past 2 months? Well, you did manage to lose weight. So in that sense, it was effective. But your body does not have any definition. And if you continue on the deficit, it will not get any more definition because in a deficit, it's impossible to build any muscle. All right? So just remember that. Do not be scared, okay? Because you are going to be on 2,100 calories, 120 grams of protein, 70 grams of fat, 250 grams of carbs. That is what you want your macros to look like in that ballpark, okay? The next 8 to 12 weeks, let's do that, okay? 8 to 12 weeks, because that's going to give us a good amount of time to see, okay, what's actually happening here? Are we building any muscle? Are we looking any more defined, okay? Also, just before I move on to that plan, if you continue being in a deficit. So my microphone just ran out of charge, so I'm having to film it on my camera's mic, which the quality might not be the same. But we were talking about what would happen if you stayed on a deficit for any longer, okay? Essentially, you will put your body in starvation mode. And over time, in the next 1 to 2 months, your body will rebel and it will stop losing any weight whatsoever. And then what's going to happen is, knowing people, you're going to lower your calories even lower and you're going to torture yourself with a lower deficit and more cardio, and you're just going to end up looking worse and worse, okay? You have to think about, okay, there's different stages to weight loss. What was the goal of me going on this deficit now? It was to lose 5 kilograms. You lost that 5 kilograms. Do you need to lose any more? The answer is no. You're a healthy weight, okay? I cannot see how your weight is causing you any knee pain at the moment, all right? So what you need to do now, you said it yourself, you can't see much definition on your body. So what you need to do is bring your calories up. We need that metabolism to be fast, okay? This is not just for now. This is for the future you, okay? We need to bring your calories up, and we need to strength train, okay? So we spoke about your macros. Here's what we need to do for your training. So please, your spinning sessions. I don't know who recommended you to do spinning for your knees, but spinning is not great for your knees, all right? So if you have knee pain can come from a multitude of different things. Knee pain can come from muscles being too weak around that knee joint, okay? So hence why strength training is key, but also you can't do that in a deficit, okay? So hence why I'm giving you this plan, and I really, really would want you to follow it to the T, okay? So spinning, if it's not causing you that much knee pain, keep maybe 1 session. Again, I would not recommend spinning for knee pain, but if it stems from muscle imbalances, then that could fix itself with the strength training sessions that you're going to do, okay? So keep your yoga, keep your 10,000 steps a day, 2,100 calories, maybe 1 spinning session if it's not causing you much pain, 3 full body strength training sessions in the gym. Down below, you can find a beginner's guide to strength training. Please, there's a plan in there. Follow it to the T, okay? Progressive load, week on week, you need to be progressing, okay? So this is the plan. I hope it makes sense. Take this plan and follow it, okay? Now, just before I finish this, I know the biggest thing for you was tracking, calorie tracking. So it's very hard, obviously, when perhaps you don't have that nutrition knowledge to know exactly how much of each food you should be eating, what you should be eating, blah, 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 okay? It's easier when you have a coach because, like with my clients, for example, we take pictures and a lot of them don't even have to count calories. But if you're going to do this on your own, okay, count your calories on MyFitnessPal because you really want to make sure you're sticking to the macros I've given you. Yeah, so 2,100 calories, 120 grams of protein, 70 grams of fat, 250 grams of carbs. 2 to 3 weeks, be strict on MyFitnessPal, okay? Track every single thing, create some recipes because you need to weigh every single thing. You cannot use those generic recipes on there because those are not the right macros for your home cooked meals, okay? So make sure you're tracking everything, every single thing, weigh everything out. And after that, you have a library, okay, of food, of recipes that you'll have on there. You can continue tracking, but I would, a lot of people after 2 to 3 weeks, they learn, okay, how much of this can I have? They'll weigh things out a little bit, but they don't have to enter it exactly on MyFitnessPal. You do not have to get obsessive with this, okay? The main thing is making sure that you are in that ballpark, okay? And once you've tracked for a while, you'll know, okay, what does 200 grams of Greek yogurt look like? All right? And if you don't have exactly 200 grams, that's not going to hurt you because you are not competing in a bikini competition, okay? So you don't have to be shredded and make sure not every gram of food counts, all right? But like I said, the first 2 to 3 weeks, track strictly. You can even take pictures of your food and so that you can compare, in the future, okay, do my meals look similar? Okay, if that makes sense. But the key is making it as easy as possible because you said it yourself. You find it hard to keep on track, to stay motivated, to track your food. So hence why, you even said it, you stay on it for maybe a week or so. So if it can just push through those 2 to 3 weeks, track religiously and learn as much as you can about nutrition, create your staple meals, because when it comes to either losing weight, building muscle, just in terms of your calories, right? The most important thing is eating very similar foods. You can have variety within that, but you want to have your staples that you really enjoy. And especially if you're someone busy, if you enjoy experimenting with different foods and you have the time to, then please do. But most people, they overcomplicate it because they think they need to eat these elaborate meals. No, find your staples. Take those 2 to 3 weeks to find your staples, and then you can just stick and rotate the same meals over and over, okay? So I hope this helps. I will include... Well, actually, let me know if you would want me to do a video on MyFitnessPal tracking because I think that would be useful for people, okay? Let me know if you found this useful at all. I hope that this plan helps you and that you stick to it because I would hate for you to continue on your deficit and just, feel miserable. So please, 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 maintenance, start building some serious muscle. Your future self will thank you, okay? Now, I'm going to dash. Please subscribe to the channel, like this video, grab your guides down below, and yeah, I will see you on the next one.